Captain Houndstooth in an acrimonious frame of mind. Thank you very much. The saddest thing I've ever seen was a man who'd been taught to hide his tears behind his sleeve instead of crying salty oceans on someone's shoulder. He's afraid to ask for help, impossible to please, he's dying of disease, needs someone to plan his last days. He's lost it. The captain of the ship, and he can't even sail it, and well, my captaincy's only a pseudonym. But at least I'm thankful for every sunset I get, sat out on deck on watch. And he's inside, missing the point in the skies, changing from orange to yellow to blue to green to pink to purple. And with no whiskers to sense wind direction, we head east instead of north. And he still uses an old handheld torch. But almost 3 weeks now, with tears in his sails and in his sleep-deprived eyes, we now have lifts to carry us the last 300 miles. Still, out in the blue, seabirds swoop looking for food, and I'm still imprisoned amongst the puffed clouds and tightened shrouds, yet free to fly with warriors of love, as the deep sleep dreams, the ocean rocks me loose. I need to sort my fucking mix out. Hey, thank you for coming. There's people out there, right? Oh yeah, there's people out there. Fantastic. I was thinking about this poem today because it's by the way, I in case you haven't noticed, I do like some sort of poetry thing. Get used to it. But I thought I'd recite this poem just because I love it. It's from John Cooper Clarke, and the title of the poem is on the very last line. Oh, I'm hearing a little bit of squelchy, feedbacky stuff here. Anyway. Like a nightclub in the morning, you're the bitter end. Like a recently disinfected shithouse, you're clean round the bend. You give me the horrors, too bad to be true. All of my tomorrows are lousy because of you. You put the shat and shatter, you put the pain in Spain. Your germs are splattered about, your face is just a stain. You're certainly no raver, commonly known as a drag. Here, do us all a favour, wear this polythene bag. You're like a dose of scabies, I've got you under my skin. You make life a fairy tale, grim. People mention murder the moment you arrive. I'd consider killing you if I thought you were alive. You've got a slippery quality, it reminds me of phlegm and a dual personality, and I hate both of them. Your bad breath, Amsterdam's destruction and tooth decay. Please, 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 please take yourself away. Like a death at a birthday party, you ruin all the fun. Like that sucked and spat out smarty, you're no use to anyone. Like the shadows of the guillotine on a dead consumptive's face. Speaking of as an outsider, what do you think of the human race? You went to a progressive psychologist. He recommended suicide before scratching your bad name off his list and pointing the way outside. You hear laughter breaking through, it makes you want to fart. You're heading for a breakdown, better pull yourself apart. Your dirty name gets passed about when something goes amiss. Your attitudes and platitudes just make me want to piss. What kind of creature bore you? Was it some kind of bat? They can't find a good word for you, but I can. Twat. That's John Cooper Clarke. You don't have to clap for that. I haven't even brought up my set list here. I'm highly unorganised as an artist. My manager would kill me. Too bad I don't have a manager. Oh fucking hell, I type in doc and it comes up with the Department of Conservation. Now I've got a story about the Department of Conservation later in my set. I'll be talking about birds, and I'll be talking about like land and stuff, and police and government things. But actually this is the next one. It's about birds. Would you ever eat a kiddo? A mate of mine did a while back, and well, he said it was delicious. Don't worry though, it died of natural causes, plucked from existence by a Darwinist sheet of glass. Perhaps she was fat on purity berries and misjudged a full puku and took flight, or maybe Tāwhiri Māti had come into play, or maybe it was a conspiracy amongst the bellbirds who sing sinister notes. Anyhow, that night dinner had provided itself. They carefully prepared, plucked, dressed and smoked her and finished her off in the oven, garnished. And I must say, I've fantasised many a times about eating some lovely native wildlife, and I guess in this circumstance, everything was just right. So that night, the villagers gathered, devouring every bite. But it's only right though, don't you think? Even a vegan might struggle to disagree, and it's better than letting that good meat rot in the compost heap. And her feathers will be used to make dream catchers and earrings. And the rats probably would have had her in the end anyway. That there was no investigation out on bail, name suppression and all that kind of jargon, with the terrorist journalist chasing him for his recipe. How it might have even divided a local tribe, a moral dilemma on whether or not it's right to eat a kiddo. I reckon it would be absolutely delicious, like some kind of gamey chicken or duck. Thank you. Would you ever eat a kiddo? It's called the bellbird conspiracy. Yes, a friend of mine who was very lucky to have a kiddo fly into his window and die, and well, you know, you kind of get curious at that point, don't you? It's just like, The same friend is he likes to fight things. Not, well, I was going to say not people, but yes people, but he likes to fight things that people do. He was, they tried to build a new, oh no, they did build a new marina on Waiheke Island. Him and his friends got kicked in the face by police. You know, it was horrible. I watched the whole live stream. They got arrested, years and years of court proceedings and bullshit. But that was a while ago, funnily enough, and now the government is far worse than it ever was. I'm not going to tell you how to vote because do you want the puppet on the left or the puppet on the right? The problem is the puppet on the left doesn't know how to fucking get things done. The puppet on the right just gets his big cock out, swings it around, fucks the whole country, and then the left come in and they pander about and they do a little few things, and then the right come in and we're fucked again. So, I don't know, man. I've been voting long enough, like 20 years now, to know that we're just watching the fucking movie over and over and over and over again. So, I don't know, is it even worth it? Anyway, this one's called Know Your Activism. Ah, no, it's not. That's the wrong one. A box of set nails from Bunnings or Mitre 10 will quite easily stop any vehicle from entering a premises, be it a construction site or a workplace or conservation land or any other places regarded as town. Two arm-long steel pipes welded together at a 90-degree angle with rebar inside of handles makes it possible to not let go of anything that you may choose, be it a tree or a truck or a digger or maybe even part of a particular building. People sitting up in trees means no cutting down of forests. You're in a work zone and you pose a safety risk to operation. No matter how friendly they seem. I learned that from a friend who grew up in Ireland. You have the right to silence. You have the right to silence. You can ask a police officer to identify themselves, but they probably won't, and instead get you in an illegal armbar even though you're not resisting arrest. Remember to bring some safety gear. You're gonna need some goggles for the pepper spray, some earmuffs for those long-range audio devices, some steel toes so you don't get shot on. See you on the front line. There's a couple of things I forgot to do. One of them's turn the projector on and one of them's get dressed. Luckily, I managed to at least get the pants and the t-shirt on. because you don't want to see that, trust me. Alright, where are we? Alright, fuck it, I'm gonna skip that one. You probably don't like that one anyway. This one's about the time I foolishly fell in love with the girl who lived next door to me. Luckily, I've gotten better at this sort of thing, but you know, there's still a part of me in this poem. The girl next door, I see her golden hair curl and bounce as she walks and talks wisdom from her ruby red lips right up my alley of anarchism and political apathy. The way she dresses in technicolor, but technically I don't know if these thoughts I radiate reciprocate, but I see her lips break when she smiles and laughs, followed by an answer funny and smart, and well, before you know it, we talked for an hour and a half, but I can still sit in silence comfortably with her. And I feel the chord changes, sweet pace strong through my body like waves. Her sweet sugar falsetto voice rings, leaves me numb, twitching. I can't do a damn thing. I can't tell her how I feel for a fear of rejection, a normal protection of making a stupid move on some kind of make-believe truth that I've created due to not getting laid or getting paid enough. Am I happy enough? Am I carefree enough? Am I spontaneous enough? I know. Because I can't find the spontaneity to talk to her about my heart that throbs to her chords, or tell her that I could never get bored looking at her. In my stomach, a reaction of just harden the fuck up. Every time I get a chance alone with her, I stumble on stepping stones. If only I could grow the bones. She only lives next door, so maybe one day when she's in the garden, I beg your pardon, but doesn't she look beautiful pulling those weeds? There's no need to confirm that she could be the one, because I too have a green thumb pressed against my forehead, thinking of what to say, and oh, it hums. I love compost too? Oh no, what is she gonna do? She stands up, wipes her soiled fingers on my face, scrapes my cheeks and kisses me. Of course, this is only what I've played out in my dreams. I'm still need to pluck up the courage to ask her for that half a cup of porridge she asked to borrow. But here's what I hope and here's what I'm thinking, that if I write this poem and she reads it, then she might just want to kiss these composted cheeks. And I can tell her about the time I had some young kids believe I grew such a good beard from composting it. She's as crazy as me, she has lucid dreams, makes cute purring noises like a moorhawk talks to herself, has a sense of self and others around, but I can only dream and wish her sweet ones as she stumbles the stepping stones back home next door. Thank you, that was the girl next door. This one has got a little bit of a thing at the beginning, and if you listen carefully, you might just get a hint as to what the poem is about. Pardon me.
In 1938, Dr. Albert Hoffman in Switzerland was Hartmann in Switzerland was looking for new drugs in the treatment of migraine headaches. He had been, in 1938, Dr. Albert Hartmann in Switzerland was looking for new drugs in the treatment of migraine headaches. He had been, in 1938, Dr. Albert Hartmann in Switzerland was looking for new drugs in the treatment of migraine headaches. He had been studying substances that came from a mold that grew on rye plants. Now, it turned out that these substances were of no use in the treatment of migraine headaches, but subsequent investigation showed that they are very fascinating indeed in the changes that they produce in our mental state.
They say you can see in the evening if you'll have a visitor for breakfast. Premonition perhaps, but in the circles I float I no longer seem surprised to find strangers disguised as friends amongst the trees and leaves and flowers and dreams. A tasteful display of bountiful tulips, a Fibonacci monkey puzzle to figure out, the bark on the cedars, the oaks, down the waterfall, floats my thoughts, bubbles sporadic. This path, that way, that path, this way, doesn't matter which I choose, it'll always turn out rightly so. Fate. Feel the air filter through the chlorophyll into the flowers. The true meaning of a brisk spring breeze brushes your hair to remind you that you're still here even though your mind may wander away with fairies. And I've found them calling on me once upon a time to get led astray, to smell one flower but nothing. And as I step back I smell the scent of the rubbing my fingers over petals and leaves and bark. In the dark I find where the starlings nest, so I can take my rest assured they're safe and warm for the night, as I avoid the frightful norms of capturing a photograph. And those in the flow know that the sunshine hasn't quite run dry. They know where to find that last spot on top of the hill, like an opposite vampire, a loud shrill to make the most of the last square metre of yellow-lit grass, to raise their hands in praise to the real God, the true provider. The sun shines pink and purple hues, and as the last slither disappears, I try to teach the tuies to sing the blues while the fantails dance enchantments. Feel the cold breeze blow again, the hairs on the back of my neck standing up on end, throbbing in my left frontal lobe to remind me my mind is still on the bend. And I remember that those flowers I once saw have since withered and died and gone on to create many other lives that will only thrive on true, sincere appreciation. Because if you just stop and listen, you'll hear the voices hidden in the deepest depths of the most beautiful garden. If you were to take the time and stop worrying about it, you'll see a visitor in the distance coming for dinner before the break of day. Thank you. Let's have a look at my set list. Okay, I've got I could maybe revisit that one that I skipped for you guys before. I've got maybe a few more. This one's about I tell you what, guys, in the last 2 years, I've made, let me just think, this is $13,000. $13,000, I'll repeat that figure again, just in employment relation suits. Yeah. So if you're having shit time at your job and you think something may be amiss, come and see the old captain here, and we'll see if we can get some compensation. Honestly, I get phone calls at least once a month. I'm thinking of doing a law degree. What do you think? The Right Honourable Captain Houndstooth. So this one's about that. I was in a very, what I was going to say. I'm going to say it again. I was in a very acrimonious frame of mind at the time. If you don't know what that means, Google it. The title of this one's near the end. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I didn't want any of this, or the seriousness in which this situation exists. Promised apologies undelivered, you slither about like a snake, your tongue flicking. Oh, the vulgarity of it! The green slime dripping down your toxic brow. Throw me in the gas chamber then. 18 months of fame, no longer golden a day, no longer your golden boy. Tell the top of the top now, fuck off, yeah, that'll buy me some time, that'll bring me some peace. Sick and tired of these smooth-brained motherfuckers. I said I'm sick and tired of these smooth-brained motherfuckers who think they run the show. More than a few volts missing, slow on the brain ignition. I'm sick and tired of these smooth-brained motherfuckers. I said I'm sick and tired of these smooth-brained motherfuckers. I'm allowed to drop the mic because it's mine, alright? If I see any of other you doing it, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the head, alright? Motherfuckers! I'm glad I got that out of my system. Yeah, that was only $5,000 though, that one, so was it worth it? Yeah, fuck yeah. Alright, I'm gonna change the pace, and it's gonna be all very weird for you. Woo.
Like it weird.
Spent the day on the road, the night, slept next to her. She winds on, the scent of death lingering. I'm in limbo till morning, when I'll flick my thumb at car drivers hoping for a ride. Playing that hitchhiking game again, standing on the same spot for 3 hours more, trying to head north. To go and hit the road and visit ghosts from my past lives. I don't even know how it happened. His body in the river underneath the streetlights. In my mind's eye, I recollect the memories, the places, the situation, the people. New paths carved in the undergrowth, the haunted decrepit trees in the canopy, rough-edged, colourless, like my memory of you dressed in black, a dark shadow hanging over you, and my revolving door of philosophical conversation couldn't save you. In that candlelit room we frequented, the 9 o'clock rat still runs the rafters, but not tonight. Instead it's the cold, black, dark, and it's suffocating, it's frightening. I'm busy trying to relocate my memories because I don't know where I want to go to live my best in honour of you. Leaning on rusted spades and hatchets in the kitchen and chat smoking cigarettes from the ashtray. And the scent of the magnolia in the winter you never noticed, but the autumn orange in the sky made you fly high and down into the blue. And just when I think that you're not listening, staring off into space, sitting 3 layers beneath your skin, you answer questions precisely, a master of the mind in 2 places at one time. Each memory of you is like a drop in the ocean, and they all ripple outwards towards infinity, because this will be how you survive spiritually in our hearts, because you're free now, you're free now, you're free. Soaring right above me, no more spirals to tangle your brain. You've turned into just the same as everything else, but a big part of it all, a shining star that will never fall. We all come from one, and to one you have returned, even though it saddens me that you had to go on your journey when you left onwards and upwards, outreach, stretching amongst space. You are a star child. This is going to be my last one. It is not an original poem. Actually, if you guys shout encore loud enough after this one, I do have one that I skipped, so I don't usually prepare for encores because let's face it, who actually enjoys poetry, right? This one is written by a very good friend of mine, David Merritt. He bought me a typewriter.
David.
Isn't she beautiful? Yeah, thank you, David. Thank you, David Merritt. Yeah.
Yes, David.
I've obviously subsequently written some things on this typewriter. I'm just trying to find the one. Did I drop it on the way? I'll read you a typewriter poem. These are just my musings. This one's called Food Drive. 10 days before Christmas, I go to the supermarket to get a 6-pack, almost shat myself. 4 cop cars, a fire engine and an ambulance. Thought there was a real emergency, but it was just a food drive. 5:15, nowhere, not a fucking park in sight. And a voice comes over a loud hailer on a gentle volume. You, ma'am, in the striped shirt. Did you pay for those groceries? Then the cop proceeds to ask for a food donation. And with the cost of living crisis, or so they say, I would encourage not paying for your groceries at least once a month to save some money, or for some financial release. But they're making it harder with the cameras fucking everywhere, and the whole new fandangled AI facial recognition bullshit. But to be fair, the supermarkets deserve to be stolen from. Absolute diabolical price gouging wankers. But we'll go back to the cop on the loudhailer, and I'm thinking to myself, if he says anything to me through that thing, he's going to get a swift middle finger. And likely a few words about his former second-in-command, the dirty, filthy cop who got severely under sentence, 9 months home deep, absolutely fucking disastrous. Yep. But anyway, obviously the cop, he took one look at me and immediately decided that I was too fucking radical to be worth talking to, and he'd be fucking right about that. Crush you, flatten you, with my stupid ego and expectation. I'll swamp you with a tidal wave of affection misplaced. I will not learn from this, but will repeat the same stupid errors and mistakes over and over and over again. I will despair at the brevity of my own shadow cast during my own lifetime. You will take me from this world of light where I now half reside, at times sane and alone, and dump me. Yes, you heard, dump me in the place of shadows of our own strange liking, where reality becomes smoke and mirrors, fog and mist, rain and murk and sunshower. Your reach is far greater than your own diminutive size. Even now, on this bus stop bench this morning, you lap at my feet and at my ankles like a primal suit swirling. Yeah, I've felt this many times before, but now each time is unique and singular. These emotions are not made to measure or picked up a rack in a second-hand shop. These emotions are mine and mine alone. A little threadbare, sure. A little weather beaten, sure. There's holes eaten by many acidic experiences, and crude makeshift patches ill-fashioned. I'm in a state of disarray, disorder, and despondency. Rips can and will suddenly appear. I fray, and I unravel. I repair, and I mend. Often at the same time. Often at the same time. Thank you, I've been Captain Houndstooth. Check me out on the funny things and the blah blahs. Thank you. Wait, can we do this properly? Because I've never had an encore before. Thank you very much, guys. Captain Houndstooth. This one's the Bus Stop Blues. A pocket full of receipts and bus chits to remind me my life is shit. I just got back, stood on a thumbtack, twice the price to ride in luxury leather seats. But I don't even eat meat, nor do I need free Wi-Fi, constant on-the-minute news and weather updates that never change, a place to store my baggage, tuning out to my problems on the heated seats, a constant chorus of electronic beats to ease the pain of thinking. A lack of conversation mind numbing, no chance to meet new people or just connect. A lady likes my blanket, reminds me I have a good mother and we connect. Not using wireless or constantly talking about news, politics, the weather. It's still small talk, mind you, in my moving glass cage in the human zoo. I watch children chase the pigeons. A poor foreign fortress full of green sleeves. People waiting or walking to their destinations. The end of the road, the end of the day, faces of disdain and dissatisfaction, me being 1 in 100 to see through it. But I step onto the platform to conform. My feet, they stick to the street, the gum that finds the cracks. Can't find the space without a used prophylactic or gymnastic coffee orders with double shot trim soy latte, backward splits just to get a hit on the world's most popular trip. And the white collar recidivist criminals come wrapped in their fancy blanket trench coats, the latest fashion in boat shoes, cheap suits with the bus stop blues, smoking a cigarette, walking up and down, waiting for their next trip into town on leather seats, a momentary meet and greet with the driver who overcharges, cocks his head back in laughter and makes you sit down. You get out your wireless device, their free Wi-Fi shall suffice to get the latest fix, the never-ending chain of news and weather bulletins to remind you of the pain, the torture, the anguish that the world is going through. For those that tune in and listen to insistent warnings about stormy mornings, a reminder for your brain to remember your raincoat so you can waste away your miserable day, putting numbers on a page, putting numbers on a page, putting numbers on a fucking page, all day, all fucking day, and at the end you're left bereft. Your life boils down to just a pocket full of receipts and bus chits, constant reminders that your life is shit. Would you like me to resolve the chord? Thank you very much. I've been Captain House. Welcome to the jokes.